friends, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Missy and I am currently pregnant at just turned 39 years old with my second baby, and I am now in it's funny how I keep forgetting. I am now in month 5. So I am 18 weeks pregnant as of yesterday and things are going much better. So I had been struggling in the last couple of videos with morning sickness. I'm still getting, I feel like the morning sickness has shifted now to heartburn, and I have kind of done a couple things to deal with it. I did meet with the midwife before I went on vacation. Last week, week 17, I was on vacation, and I still kind of went through the cycle of mornings I'd wake up, I'm okay. Lunchtime, I'm okay. Dinner, it's something with dinner where as soon as I eat, I just get this like feeling high up in my throat, like there's a burp stuck there, or if you've ever swallowed a pill and it just goes weird and it just lingers till bedtime. Luckily I could lay down and be fine, but just kind of night times were miserable. So last week going to the beach, I kind of realized something. Because we were at the beach and I love to walk around, we were eating dinner a little bit earlier and then going for walks close to the beach, and that seemed to help. So I've been keeping up with that. Very small meals, very small meals. I mean, like we have a frozen pizza like Tombstone or something. I'm just having one piece of pizza. It sucks. I want to eat more, but I know that if I do, I'm going to regret it. So I'm eating very small dinners, and then we go for a walk. Probably like, I don't know, 15, 20-minute walk, something like that. And that also seems to be helping. I also stopped drinking while I'm eating. I'll take very little sips. So it's just food going down, not food and water. That was something the midwife had told me to start doing. And the papaya enzymes, I get the chewables off Amazon. I've been eating those. Also, when I met with my doula, she told me to she was eating them all day long. I think on the package, the one that I have, the max dosage is like 10 to 12 chewables a day. So it's like every time I think about it, I'm just popping like 2 or 3, usually around when I eat. So that's what I've been doing. It's been helping significantly. I didn't throw up for about a week. Last night, I think was just an anomaly. We had dinner at 5. We walked. Paul went to bed at 7. And I sat up in bed and was just watching TV, and around 10 o'clock, I just didn't feel well and I got sick. And that was the first time I got sick in a really long time. So I'm going to say that overall, things have been getting better. Also in the last week, I started feeling baby move. I could feel baby move when I was laying down. Almost always when I laid on my left side at night in bed, I could feel a little bit of movement really down low in my belly. And now I've noticed when I'm walking around or if I'm in the car, I can start to feel little flutters here and there. So that's really cute. I personally like to feel the baby move because it just reassures you. Earlier on in like the first trimester, you're just living for those monthly appointments where you can hear the heartbeat so you know everything's okay, if you know what I'm talking about. That is going well. I think what I'm going to do, also I've been thinking about doing a separate pregnancy video, but my pregnancy with this time has been so evolving. So I think with every video that I do, these monthly updates, I'm just going to list things that have been helping me. And then on my blog, missyjwhite.com, I'm just going to list a blog post of everything, including, I get most of my stuff from Amazon, so I'll list the Amazon links there. It just comes out easier than if I try to do all the links in the description box below. So I'm going to start that with month 5. I'll start linking that blog post below so you can look at that if you want to look at any of the products that I've been using. I've already talked about it's over here. My maternity pillow is like a must-have right now. I can't sleep without it. Ugh, it's quite lovely. I did whip out my maternity shirts. I think I've been wearing them here or there. I can still wear my regular shirts, but they're starting to get a little snug. I feel like my belly just popped with this pregnancy versus the last time. So I started wearing my maternity clothes. Paul's due date was a month before this current baby. So I have like the same seasonal, like I have the short sleeve, I have some long sleeves, and I have some sweaters. So that worked out perfectly. So once I wear all those, I am going to be donating them because this is my grand finale pregnancy. I don't plan on getting pregnant again, and I don't want to hold on to stuff. So it's nice to be using and purging. So like, for example, swimsuits. I had 2 maternity swimsuits. I didn't even put them on when we went to the beach. We just didn't really go swimming. So I'm like, donate. Those are already gone. They're in my donate pile to take to the Salvation Army, which is kind of cool. The other thing that I started doing was, my midwife recommended this to me. Do your own research because I know it's a little taboo. Every morning I take about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. So I say taboo because it's not pasteurized. It's the one with the mother in it. And I dilute that in about a pint of water, and I drink that every morning. If I have really bad acid reflux at night, I do the same thing. I have about a tablespoon and the rest water. It seems to really help me. I kind of burp up that digestion. I know it sounds so bizarre that your stomach hurts or you have crazy acid reflux. Why the heck would you want to drink vinegar water? I know it sounds really bizarre, but it crazy helps me. And I just wanted to throw that out there. On my research, I read not to do it really more than 1 to 2 times a day. So I do the one in the morning for probiotic benefits. And then I do the one in the evening only if I have that really bad acid reflux. My midwife also recommended that I do that. My doula recommended that I do that. So, like I said, do your own research. But just in case you had never heard of apple cider vinegar helping pregnancy, look it up. I also, when I was at the beach, had a couple days in a row of insomnia. And I read somewhere in an article that though it had not been proved, pregnant women reported that it helped their insomnia to take apple cider vinegar water before bed. So, like I said, do your own research on that, but I'll list the brand that I use. I think it's called Bragg's. I think that's what it's called. It's the apple cider vinegar with the mother in it. Okay, so if I look at my What to Expect When Expecting app, let's see what we can do some baby updates. So baby is as big as a cucumber right now. I already said that we are in officially month 5 of my pregnancy. That's why we're doing the 5-month video. Only 4 months left. So that means I'm getting close. 2 more weeks, I'm halfway there. If I made it to 40 weeks. I didn't make it to 40 weeks with Paul, so we shall see. Baby is about 5.5 inches long, and that's from their head to their little tushy. And he weighs 5 to 6 ounces. This is just from the app. I didn't actually get him weighed by any means. Baby can yawn. They have a nervous system is maturing. All sorts of cute stuff. So things are going really, really well. We have nothing really going on. Our next visit with the midwife is mid-October, and that's when I'm going to get my anatomy scan. Still don't know the sex of the baby. We're just waiting for a surprise. We knew with Paul, and to be honest, I think it's a nice little surprise. Nothing's really going to change even if we have a girl. We're still using Paul's old crib. We're using the old changing table, car seat, everything. I'll still even use the same dino clothes. Yeah, so that's everything I have for this week. Things are going well. I'm starting to feel well. I'm starting to get back into cleaning and cooking and being outside. It's quite nice. The weather's cooperating with me. It's starting to get cooler, so we're starting to go for short walks. So yeah, so far things are looking really good, and I hope that they stay that way. So I'll see you next week. Hi friends, I'm in a completely different room today. I don't think I've ever filmed in this room. This is my office. I just finished editing a video and uploading it, and I was just like, oh, I don't feel like trekking everything upstairs. So I figured I'd just turn my camera on here and give you a little bit of an update. So I am 20 weeks as of today. So last week it was 19 weeks. I didn't film because we're at my parents' house in eastern Pennsylvania, enjoying ourselves, seeing their new house and all that fun stuff. So not much has changed, but in a good way. I think I got sick once at my mom's house, and it was because she made this really delicious casserole and I had 2 small servings instead of 1. My dinners I tried to keep very small. For some reason, if I eat a large portion, it like makes my acid reflux go, and sometimes I get sick. I can eat a monster breakfast and a monster lunch, but something with dinner and me and being pregnant just does not go together. So I don't know if it's just coincidence or because I overeat. I don't know, but I got sick, and I was sick for like, I think it was like 45 minutes. It was like up from like 2:30 to like 3:15, just laying on her bathroom and just, you know. So other than that, I seem to be okay. I'm getting bigger. My back is starting to bother me. I can get all my things done during the day, and then after dinner, my back is just done. So our routine is I have dinner, we clean up, I bring Paul upstairs, he takes a quick bath. I don't always wash his hair. Sometimes he just likes playing in there, just calms him down. We put him to bed, and then I pretty much just lay in bed, watch TV, I read, I play with my phone. I like physically cannot do anything anymore. My back hurts. I do have my exercises from my Bradley method class that I need to pull out. I need to start doing them. There are 4 that I remember. One of them was kind of like a yoga cat-cow. I've been doing versions of that to help with my lower back pain. And then there was like a couple other exercises that really help out, I think like your pelvis kind of area. Since I've been feeling better, I've been really trying to walk. We were walking at night, but I said like I said, my back is just not happy in the evenings. So I've switched that now with the cooler weather. We try to do a walk in the morning and I get my exercise in and my back is fine and good to go. Also, I mean, this is pretty Captain Obvious, but if I wear my sneakers on a walk versus my flip-flops on a walk, my back hurts less. I know that's pretty obvious, but anyway. I have been really good at keeping up with my water intake. I need to fill this up again. I've also had some hot tea a couple times this morning, so I count that as water. Other than that, things are going really, really well. We had a midwife appointment this week and they did the anatomy scan. Everything looks great. She gave me a bunch of pictures. Not as great as the first round of pictures. Baby was not really cooperating. We had to do a couple things to get them to move around. She needed to get like measurements of the spine and they were just, you know, being a little butthead. Paul did the same actually, and he was so much not cooperating that I had to come back to get, I think it was like a heart measurement or something. I don't remember, but I had to go back and I was like, my birth center is like an hour away. And I'm like, oh my God, baby, please move. I do not want to come back. But baby moved. We got all the pictures. And I think I mentioned this, but we meet with a different midwife each time. That's kind of how our birth center works. When me and Paul went there, there was only, I think there was only 2 midwives at the time. But now the same birth center 2 years later has, I think there's like 4 or 5. I know 2 of them. The other ones I do not know. So we keep meeting with a new midwife, which is kind of cool and exciting. This midwife we just met with, she recommended us looking into taking a low-dose baby aspirin regimen. They've been apparently in the news, I guess, or articles written on how that might help with preeclampsia and pregnancies over 35. I'm currently 39. I'd never heard of this, so I did not take that with Paul. So I need to do some research on that and see if that's something that we want to do. I did ask about vaccines for me. So it is the fall and I'm going to go ahead and get my flu vaccine. It's just a matter of when. Paul's getting his on Friday. I was going to get mine on, I just run to Walgreens and get mine there. I was going to do that on Veterans Day because Matt was home, but now we have our next birth center appointment on Veterans Day. So we shall see. I am going to get that soon. And then the other one that I get is the, I think it's Tdap or is it DTaP? I'll put it here. I got that with Paul and I'm going to go ahead and get that with this baby too. Matt got his, and I believe for non-pregnant people it is every 10 years, but when you're pregnant it's every year. I did confirm that I needed to get that again with my midwife. So she said that would be 27 weeks is when I want to get that vaccine. So I don't have to get that right now. Other than that, what else did she tell me? Baby looked good. We heard the heart rate. It sounded great. I think that was about it. But like I said, I have the acid reflux seems to be under control. I'm still chewing those papaya enzymes like all day long. I'm going to have to order some more from Amazon, but it's still not as bad. It's definitely much better. Definitely much better. I'm also feeling that burst of energy, quasi nesting type thing. We do have a lot of family coming the next couple of months. I've been talking about it pretty much like in every video that I want to paint the nursery. I want to paint the nursery now because I'm not huge. And I just remember how uncomfortable I was when I was huge. So we're moving stuff around, so I'll have the baby's room empty and I'll be able to paint that soon. Soon. That's coming. I want to do that. I'm also got freezer meals on the brain. There's a bunch of new freezer meals that I want to try. I'm going to film that in a separate video. And then I won't make freezer meals for baby till around the holidays into January, because they really only last like 3 months. But it is nice to have now, especially since I'm pregnant. I don't feel like cooking. We can just grab those out of the freezer. I'm completely out of freezer meals. I don't have any. So I need to stock up on those. What does my baby app say? Oh, also, I'll have to share it here. Like I said, it's the fall, it's October, and my birth center did this really funny picture with all the pumpkins, and they were dilated from, I think it was 1 centimeter all the way to 10. It was so funny and so cute. I put it on my Instagram if you follow me, Missilla29. I think I put it in my stories. It was really funny. It was like midwife humor. So let's see, 20 weeks, baby is the size of a sweet potato, 6.5 inches, 10 ounces. I can feel the baby kicking all the time, which is a really good feeling. But standing up, sitting, laying down, I feel that baby moving all the time, which makes me feel better. I know he's okay, he or she. Okay, so for me, I mean, nothing Captain Obvious. I just read through it really quickly. It just said 20 weeks, you're halfway there. I'm going to say I was probably halfway there last time. I feel like I'm going to be like 38, 39 weeks is when I'm going to go. So I think we're over halfway there. Minor back pain so far because my belly's getting bigger. The app said increased appetite. Possibly, I don't know. I like to eat anyway. Nothing really out of the normal for me. It just still stinks at dinner time. I have to eat a smaller portion. And after dinner, I try not to eat anything until I go to bed to really avoid that acid reflux stuff. So, you know, after dinner, we eat around 6 o'clock, usually around like 8 o'clock. I get quasi the munchies and I just drink water. I try to ignore it. And I know in the morning that I can have a huge breakfast if I want to. That's the kind of thing I go for. It also talked about hair and nail growth. I'm on prenatal vitamins, so my nails grow like crazy. I will share something really gross and personal with you. I don't look like it, but I have Mediterranean blood in my genes and I have facial hair as an issue anyway. And since I became pregnant, it's just been like crazy. So my facial hair has been growing a lot. I know that's like really gross. So I actually was just waxing the other day to get rid of it. I'm hoping that goes away once baby is born. I have in the past had like electrolysis and stuff to get rid of it, and it does help some. But I thought I'd throw that out there. So if you're having that symptom, so am I. I don't know if I've talked about it before. I listed it. I'll list the blog post below of all of my pregnant essentials that I could think of. I included Cora bladder liners. I just pee my pants when I'm pregnant. It luckily stops. You do Kegels, definitely help. Once I'm done being pregnant, I haven't worn them, but as soon as I get pregnant, I just pee a little during the day. You can absolutely use a panty liner if you want to. I personally find that the Cora liners are made for bladder leakage and they don't smell. And the Cora liners are made with organic cotton, I believe. So there's that if you want to use that. I'm definitely using my maternity pillow, and I got out my boppy wedge so that I can sleep with the wedge just kind of, it's a very subtle wedge and it supports your belly when you're sleeping on your side. Very nice for sleeping. I think that's it. Nothing really else has changed. So yeah, that's everything for week 20. Hi friends, wow, I'm at 21 weeks already. I can't believe it. My belly's getting so much bigger and my shirts obviously are not fitting as well as they have. I do have some maternity clothes, but not that many. Anyway, what's going on this week? I would say that indigestion and heartburn, morning sickness is kind of subsided. I rarely get it right now, which is perfect. I rarely get it anymore, which is really, really nice. My back is starting to hurt at night. So it's like I try to get everything done during the day. We do our nighttime routine with Paul, and I pretty much am shot. And I lay down on bed and just watch TV or read books until I fall asleep. I'm still getting up once in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. The belly wedge seems to be really helping with my side sleeping. I'm trying to get moving a lot more. We didn't do a lot of walking this week because it got cooler here in Virginia and Paul actually didn't have a jacket that fit him. So we have a jacket. We went walking this morning. That always seems to help my hip and groin pain. I'm starting to get, not fire crotch. I know that's like a really intense thing. It feels like my pelvic bone is achy. I get that feeling every once in a while. I did get that with Paul, but it was very severe. This isn't severe at all. I just get it every once in a while. And then last night, while I was laying down at night, I was getting some very mild cramping. I don't know what that was about. That was a little odd. I'll mention it to my midwife the next time I talk to her, especially if it happens more than once. Maybe it was just gas or constipation or something. I don't know. It was a little weird. But other than that, everything is going really, really well. Matt felt the baby for the first time. It's so funny because like I've felt the baby now for about a month and I'm always like, Matt, feel here, feel here. And then like the baby's really quiet. You know, this like routine happens back and forth. But I was like, we were laying there watching TV and I was like, Matt, give me your hand. And I was like, come on, baby, come on, baby. And this baby, I swear to God, is more active than Paul. And I can feel both sides of my belly, so I know it's hands and feet. With Paul, I can never really tell. So Matt felt the baby, which is really, really cool. And then last night I had a dream, a very vivid dream, that I gave birth at home, which is our plan, and it was a baby girl. So we shall see. So now in my mind I keep referring to her as her. We don't know, we're waiting because there's so few surprises left in life, but that's about it. Baby is very active, which I think I said, all throughout the day. Actually at night, sometimes he or she wakes me up kicking, which is, I'm not complaining. I'd rather have an active baby than a quiet baby. I think a very still, quiet baby would freak me out. I'm not gonna lie. But like I said, I don't really have that many updates here. We're getting close to the next month. I think 22 weeks is the last for whatever month this is. I don't even remember. But let me check my app and see what's going on. So I'm using the What to Expect When You're Expecting app. I just like this one. There's a couple that I use. So 21 weeks in a day. Baby is the size of a banana, a large banana. So right now, baby is 10.5 inches long and weighs 11 to 12 ounces. Ooh, he's kicking me now. So getting close to a pound, probably a couple more weeks. Baby is moving and sleeping. Yes, I can attest to that. Baby's taste buds are developing. That's cute. And then let me see what it says about me. Let's see. Stretch marks. Oh, I do not care. I do put lotion on my belly though. Sometimes you get like a tightness feeling. So I should get Burt's Bees belly butter. That's what I use with Paul. I really liked it. It makes your skin so soft and it smells good. I do have some from Thrive, I think, coconut oil based face lotion that was just not strong enough for me. So I'm trying to use that up and then I'm going to switch over to belly butter. I only use it though when I get out of the shower. I'm not religious with it. I should be. But at this point in my life, I'm almost 40. I could care less about stress marks. Stretch marks. Stress marks. Maybe they are stress marks. Kind of related to that. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I got varicose veins all up and down my leg. I got them with Paul. Most of them went away. I had some that hung out, and then it happened pretty fast with me early on with pregnancy. I started seeing the varicose veins popping up. Also, again, I'm 39 years old. I really don't care. But I know some women don't like that kind of thing. Okay, nothing really else. It just talks about anxiety, which if you're new to my channel, I have like constant anxiety over everything, but actually not too much about the birth just yet. I do have a lot of things that are starting to happen. I've talked about this probably in a lot of my updates, how we have this second nursery. I want to make that beach themed. I want to paint it. We moved all the furniture out, and I'm actually, as soon as this video is done, I'm going to go spackle some just holes and whatnot. I'm not going to film that because it's not really exciting. And I'm hoping to get paint this weekend to start doing the mural. I want to do a wave themed mural in the bedroom. If you look at some of my old videos, I have in Paul's room, I did a mountain mural. I had a blog post. It was actually before YouTube. So I did a blog post on how exactly I did that. It came out so nice. I'm not going to do something as elaborate because I'm a prego, but we're going to do something for this room. I feel like there was one more thing I was going to say. Oh, I try to follow what my pregnancy journals did. So they talked about like, stats and everything. I am gaining weight. I had a problem with losing weight in the very beginning. So I'm gaining weight. I just did an Instagram post yesterday of 21 weeks with this pregnancy versus Paul's pregnancy. I was surprised to see that I'm essentially the same size visually because I feel so much bigger than I was with Paul, but whatever. What else stat-wise? I didn't go to the doctor this week, so I don't know heart rate or anything like that. Cravings. I don't think I really have any cravings. I do have craving. I drink water all day long. So I do get a craving for like some kind of juice. It's the fall, so I'm having a glass of apple cider every night. I look forward to it. I don't really have any crazy cravings. No food aversions either. We're back to eating vegetables and salads and all that good stuff. I think that's it for week 21. 21 is my lucky number, by the way. That is also my birthday. And Paul is turning 21 on 21 months on Sunday. So I'm going to try to get a picture. I tried to do a 2020 picture and Paul's just like not having it. So I'm going to try to get a picture of us and post on Instagram of baby being 21 weeks and Paul being 21 months. I think it's cute. It would be really cute if I was 21, but I am nowhere close to being 21. So anyway, that's it for this week. On to the next week. So I'm outside today. I was trying to capture how absolutely gorgeous the leaves are right now. And of course my neighbor starts mowing his lawn. I don't have a lot to update you on, so I'll be super fast. So we are at 21 weeks. It's crazy how fast this pregnancy is going compared to Paul's. I felt like Paul's like crept along forever and this one is just going so fast. I'm feeling a lot better. I have a lot of energy. I'm doing like tons of stuff. I started like spackling holes in my house and touch-up painting things. I know, it's nuts, but you just like, things are really bothering me. I'm going on this like freezer meal crazy thing where I'm cleaning out the freezer, trying to get all these freezer meals in. I have tons of time, I realize this. I don't really have indigestion issues anymore. I haven't had morning sickness in forever. We are home now. We're not traveling, which makes me a lot less stressed. We do have family coming here or there. And then at the end of the year, we'll probably have possibly 2 visits of family in December. And then in January, February, I asked Matt, I said, I just need those months to myself to kind of recover and just, you know, de-stress. And he agreed. So we're not going to have any visitors in January, February before the baby's born. So that will be nice. I have done a video on postpartum depression and PTSD that I had with my first baby. And we had family visit a couple days ago. And nothing particular happened, but I started getting, I don't even know how to describe it, like flashbacks or fear of anxiety of when the baby comes. It just reminded me too much of PTSD. So I reached out to one of my girlfriends who has been in therapy and loves her therapist. So I'm going to actually reach out to her therapist. The old therapist that I was using, she definitely helped me through a really rough time, but I kind of just want to see if I can connect with someone differently, if that makes sense. So just trying to basically get ahead of what I fear are going to be postpartum problems after the baby's born, mental health wise. I'm okay, but there was just a couple things that just kind of freaked me out a little bit. So I'm going to reach out to a therapist for that. On a happier note, I feel like I'm getting ginormous and my belly button is about to pop out, which just, it grosses me out. And Matt will like go and like poke. Oh, it's so gross. It's one of the grossest things about pregnancy to me is the belly button. Baby's doing great. Baby is moving like crazy. I feel the baby all night long, all day. It's nuts. I don't have any appointments coming up this week. We're just hanging out at home. It's supposed to be like torrential downpour tomorrow. So I plan on doing more freezer meal cooking. Tomorrow I'm doing desserts, which is fun. And then, yeah, that's about it. So that's it for month 5. Next week I think is 6 months, which is nuts. It's crazy how fast this is going. But all is going well. I'm doing really, really well. I can't think of anything else. I wanted to tell you about my belly button and the mental health. Yeah. All right, let me see what's going on with baby. And I always just use the What to Expect When You're Expecting app. So let's see. Baby is the size of a red bell pepper. Oh my God, did I say I'm 21 weeks? I was 21 last week. I'm 22. I am 22 weeks pregnant. Good Lord. I didn't even realize that till I looked at the app. Okay. Baby is the size of a red bell pepper. So baby is finally more than a pound. Baby is developing the sense of touch and their sense of sight is becoming fine-tuned. Let's see what's going on with me. Your uterus is now an inch above your belly button. I wonder if that's why my belly button's starting to pop out. God. Let me know if that bothers you too. It doesn't hurt by any means. It's just weird. I'm an innie belly button normally, and it's like it sticks out when I'm pregnant. And then nothing really. It just talks about baby exercises or whatever. The other thing that I just wanted to say really fast is at night I usually get up still once to use the bathroom in the middle of the night, and my pubic bone is so sore when I first get up. It only happens in the middle of the night. It kind of makes me scared because with Paul, I had horrific pelvic pain. It started in December, and I'm a whole month behind. So that would be January. So I still have maybe 2 more months of no pelvic pain, if that is even still the case. I'm trying to walk. We walk like every other day. We go for about an hour-long walk. I could maybe shorten it and do a half hour every day, but anyway, I'm making this way too long. Everything is going well. Baby's doing well. I'm doing well. So that is the last video for this month 5, because I'm pretty sure 23 months is 6 months. So I will do another video in a month from now. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.